Hello folks, welcome to the channel. Wanted to jump on and talk about something that everybody else is talking about right now, but I think they're missing some key points. The internet broke last night with the announcement that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back to play Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday. Now obviously there was different things happening during the week, and at Comic-Con we now know that Avengers is going to be Avengers Doomsday, which is coming out in about 2 years, and then Secret Wars, which is coming out in 3 years. So, the whole Kang thing seems to be done. That's over with now, and it looks like they've pivoted now to this new direction. The Russo brothers are back as well to direct these, which is going to be pretty awesome. But the real news here on that tale is that Robert Downey Jr., obviously Iron Man, is back in the MCU as Doctor Doom for what can only be described as Avengers, like the main baddie of Avengers Doomsday, right? However, I don't believe this is actual Doctor Doom, right? And the reason why is a couple of reasons why actually. But I think this is a Doctor Doom, and I think it's Tony Stark variant. But I'll get to that in a second. So some spoilers ahead if you haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine. Go see Deadpool and Wolverine. There's a spoiler-free review on the channel, so you can check that out here. But in that movie, there are a lot of cameos, very surprising cameos, and there's a sequence with all the different Wolverines from different universes. One of which is Henry Cavill, who was tipped to be Wolverine at one point. In the Multiverse of Madness, we saw a fan favorite, Mr. Fantastic, and throughout different MCU properties, even in WandaVision, we saw Evan Peters as Quicksilver, right? So this isn't the first time Marvel have done this. I think this is to introduce Doctor Doom to a wider audience, allow Doctor Doom to be killed so they can move on, but still have him as a threat via Fantastic Four. And the reason why I say that is because one of my favourite runs recently, and I'm not just saying it because I genuinely have liked this since I saw it, because I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Infamous Iron Man. And the story with that is basically Victor Van Doom. It's still Victor Van Doom, but he's a Stark. So it follows the story of Victor Van Doom through an alternative timeline where instead of him just being Iron Man or Doctor Doom, he's the same. And it's a really, really cool kind of take on the character because it mixes the best of both. Now, this is how you can have your cake and eat it too. You can, we do know Robert Downey Jr. is playing Victor Van Doom. It's been announced that, right? But they didn't say which one. And I do believe that it's going to be the infamous Iron Man run, where, obviously there's loads of ways they can do this. They can acknowledge that he looks like Tony Stark. They can't. He can lean into the Iron Man stuff as well. But if he shows up and he's like, no, actually, I'm a variant of Iron Man, it allows you to have Robert Downey Jr. back, open up Iron Man still in the MCU. Maybe you could bring him back for another Iron Man character or anything like that down the line. But also it establishes a lot of the lore of Doctor Doom in the MCU without ruining Doctor Doom in the MCU, because that can happen. And then by the time you get to the Fantastic Four, it's very much over. But that, I'm on the record now, and I'm going to say that's what I think they're doing here. Like, it's the thing that makes the most sense. Why else would you bring back Iron Man to play Doctor Doom if it's not an Iron Man variant? And some people are freaking out that, they're whitewashing the character. Folks, read the comics. I mean, they literally have a run where that's the character, right? So, this is the only thing that makes sense to me. Is this Doctor Doom, Iron Man, infamous Iron Man run where you have the legitimate threat of Doctor Doom with familiar elements? You can have the big pop of having Robert Downey Jr. there, obviously back in the MCU, which is going to bring people into the movie, and you'll probably have a similar kind of reaction that Chris Evans had recently when he was in in Deadpool as Johnny Storm from the Fantastic Four movie. So they've kind of already told us what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. So if this is just your bog standard Victor Von Doom from the comics, and he is like the Fantastic Four version of Victor Von Doom, then fair enough. I can understand where people are coming from who are upset with it. But I really do not think that's what they're going for here. So look, if you agree with me, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. But this is something people aren't talking about. And if you want to read it, like, you can get the trade for a couple of bucks. Infamous Iron Man. It is genuinely worth your time. There's some cool crossovers with the Avengers and stuff like that. It's not super old, but it's only a 12-issue series, so do pick it up. Particularly for the first run. This is what I think is going to happen. This is what I think they're laying the groundwork for. They've hinted at it in several different things, so I'd be surprised if this doesn't turn out to be the case. But look, it's very cool that he's coming back to play that kind of character. It was cool to see Chris Evans in Deadpool, and look, the multiverse has been kind of lame. It's had more duds than wins, but this is probably the start of making it right. Because when you think about it, it does still fit the same mold as what they were trying to do with Kang. Kang the Conqueror is the most evil variant of Reed Richards in the future, right? So why not just replace that role with a variant of Iron Man who's also Doctor Doom, and they can do the exact same thing. So I think that's what they're going to do. I nearly put money on it if I was a betting man, but I'm not. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think I'm off base? Have you read the infamous Iron Man? Are you happy with this casting? Do you wish you did something else? Let us know in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. We will have more videos here on the channel. Again, if this is your first time for checking us out, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And I'll talk to you in the next one.